Hello everyone, welcome back to the new tutorial video where you're gonna learn how to delete some files. It may be images or maybe video or maybe audio file from external storage, or you can say in latest version of Android scope storage. So basically we are going to perform deletion on API level 29 and 30 because in earlier version like API level 28 and below versions, things are pretty simple, where if you want to delete some files we don't have to care about certain parameters, like don't have to give some permissions or else, but things getting complicated day by day. So there are some issues, bugs, so Android developer comes up with some new solution. So they introduce scope storage in API level 29 and newer version. So what is scope storage, or what is new level 28 device, and on the right side we having API level 30 device. So the basic difference is whenever we try to delete some photos in the app, so like the first photo is made by the app, so try to delete the photo, long click, the pop-up screen will up and hit the delete button. Yeah, it deleted perfect. And on the right hand side, the first photo made with this app, or you can say made by this app, delete button, fine, no issue. But the catch is whenever we try to delete any photos of this, like the photos doesn't owned by the app, in the left hand side these two photos are not owned by the app, so let's try to delete the first photo. Okay, long press, delete, refresh, yeah, it deleted. But whenever we try to delete in API level 30 on the right hand side device, like the first photo, long click, perform delete, oh, it says this app doesn't own the image, so we have to give certain permission, like we have to allow to delete this photo. So if I click on allow, it will delete the photo, refresh, yeah, it deleted. But if I click deny, like it will not delete the photo. So the first thing is that if you populate your recycler view or list view with content resolver with media URIs and getting file path like this, then we have to do certain more things. But instead of doing this image cursor dot get column index and media stored images media data, if you have done with this long id where it gives us media id, actually content URI you can say, so you are ready to go, or you can say good to go. Like here I have shown both the things. If you are using path data, basically it gives like data or path URI. So the first thing we have to do, if we having file URI, the first file URI to convert it content URI. I maybe look like storage emulated 0, maybe picture file name, say image name dot jpg or png extension. File URI will look like content, then your media external, it may be internal media also, images, then media, then a number. What does it mean? It means the column ID of medias. So medias are stored in device database like a table, so we are interested in this kind of URI. So we will convert our file URI content URI say URI then create a function like get content URI method. Yes, an adapter class. Okay, we will return some URI. So first we need string array of projections cursor we have in context dot get content resolver, fine, and having query method, and we will pass in query method media store dot images. We are interested in image, so we will pass media store images if other file format or other file type. So dot media dot external content URI. Then we will pass our projections, and at last selection we finally pass the sort order null. That's it. So we need our media path. So first argument we need to pass in that function or method is our image dot get image URI. So in this is an URI. So now we are ready with our cursor null. What we will do, we'll initialize 0, and if cursor dot get count 0, then we will cursor dot move to first and populate the ID with cursor dot get long dot cursor dot get column index or throw, and pass base columns dot ID. Yeah, it will give us the last ID. Now we will append this ID with content URI. Like if we are done with that, cursor close, and finally we will return our URI dot with append path media store dot images dot x dot media dot external URI, and null, and notify our adapter, notify position. So that's the traditional way to delete a file. Don't have content URI, so we have to convert our file URI into content URI first, then we can perform delete operation. So if we already having our content URI like that, so we are ready to go to perform API level 29 and newer versions, newer API level 30 or more. Delete one, where we pass our URI and like pending intent dot create delete. And this was our earlier deleting strategy, using content resolver. We pass some parameters, pass some arguments, and finally we can use resolver.delete function to delete our file. So in API level 30 or higher, starting from actually 29, we have to create a delete request. So now we will use this create delete request, a static method that creates an pending intent and ask a user to accept the delete request or not. If user accept the delete request, then permission granted, then user can delete the file. If does not accept the delete request, so user can't delete the files. So let's create another method like delete 29 or delete 30 method that will serve our all the that will cover our all pending intent, deleting request and all. Create a method, fine, delete resolver controller, and we have context dot content, get content resolver, then a list of URI list, fine, and collection dot add all our URI list, then media store dot create delete request and simply pass our content resolver, then our request code. So we will make it like unlucky number 13. Okay, so request code will be delete request code, fine, and okay, let's check whether it's created or not. Oh, okay, already we have the list request code, and we have to pass the last thing, now we do not care about any other intent, then pass 0 and extra flag and bundle option none. So we have to add an exception method signature or surround with try catch. We'll go with exception. It will throw an exception, intent sender dot send intent exception. Okay, we need that image URI, so define URI 30 this method, and we already called our pending intent, just we are waiting to start activity for result, but we can't call start activity for result in adapter class. So we have our request code. So finally all we have to do that catch the result on main activity, as we can't call on activity result in the adapter class, so we have to catch that here. So what we're gonna do, that check the request code that previously we made in adapter class, delete request code is equal to our result request code or not. If the getting request code is our adapter delete request code, then fine, we are ready to go. So after that we matching our result code not equal to 0 or not. It means if any of a item deleted from our recycler view, then it will count 1 or more. If none of them are deleted, then it counts 0. So if count greater than 0, that means deletion was performed. So we have to notify our adapter to refresh our recycler view layout. So simply adapter dot notify removed, and we are getting the position of the deleted item by adapter dot getPos, where getPos is a variable, and we getting the getPos by returning this method and setting this pause when we calling deleting function. So that's the last thing we have to do. So it's running now. We have to check whether it runs perfectly or not in API level 28 and below. So this image not made by this app, so this is an external image. So let us make an image with this app. Okay, hi Milo. Okay, let's take another Milo's picture clearly. Fine, save. Okay, refreshed. Now this image is our own app image, but this is not. So let's try to delete this image. Delete, refresh. Yeah, perfectly deleted. Now trying to delete the image that do not owned by our app. So long press, delete, refresh. Yeah, it's deleted, no problem. So we are seeing that in API level 28 and below, we don't have to care about any permission and other things. But on the API level 30 device, whenever we try to delete something, like these photos are not owned by this app, so let's try to capture image, picture. Here is the brick pp. So this first picture is owned by the app, so let's try to delete and check how it get deleted. So click on delete button. Fine. So it doesn't require any permission to delete the image, as the image owned by the app, but the other images don't owned by the app. So in that case, so let's delete the image. Hello. Now it's perfectly deleted the image. Now it's working. So again click. If I press deny, then it won't delete it. So I hope it will help you in that type of certain cases. So if you like the tutorial, then press the like button, hit the bell icon to get notified, and please subscribe. Thank you.